What happens when the most popular YouTubers go too far? While the platform has helped countless people establish their careers and elevated creators to international superstar status, some users have crossed the line to the point where YouTube was forced to permanently ban them. Through risky pranks, scandalous scandals, hate speech, and cyberbullying, these formerly well-known YouTubers discovered the hard way that not all material is worth the risks. We'll look at the top 10 most popular YouTubers who were permanently banned in this video, along with the incredible circumstances that led to their demise. LeafyIsHere, reason harassment and cyberbullying. With his funny criticism and sharp humor, Calvin Vale, better known by his YouTube handle LeafyIsHere, became a YouTube sensation. His videos frequently featured sarcastic comments and memes mixed in with scathing criticisms of other YouTubers. Some considered his content to be entertaining, but others perceived it as bullying. LeafyIsHere was permanently banned by YouTube in 2020 because of multiple violations of their harassment policy. It was believed that his regular assaults on artists, such as he went beyond constructive criticism and into harassment. According to YouTube, the decision was made because Leafy disregarded warnings and continued to break the rules. The question of where the platform should draw the line between criticism and bullying was raised by this. However, Leafy's return has now been prohibited. David Dobrik's Vlog Squad member Dom Zeglaitis, Dirty Dom, reason sexual misconduct allegations. Another famous YouTuber that got a lot of views is David Dobrik, who posts videos filled with jokes and unrealistic challenges. One of the primary contributors for him in 2021 was Dom Zeglaitis, also known as Dirty Dom, with whom he cooperated as a part of the Vlog Squad. The creator was forbidden to work on YouTube. Dom was fired after accusations of sexual assault were brought against him. Several women accused Dom of inappropriate behavior, including serious sexual misconduct. In an extensive expose, Dobrik made an effort to separate himself from Dom, but his actions seriously damaged the Vlog Squad's reputation and resulted in Dom's indefinite ban. JayStation, treason, fake death stunts, and exploiting tragedies. JayStation, also known as Jason Ethier, gained a lot of popularity with his contentious 3 AM challenge videos in which he claimed to be able to call upon spirits or speak with the dead. His most infamous prank occurred in 2020 when, in an attempt to increase his subscription base, he made up the story that his girlfriend had perished in an automobile accident. It was discovered that the entire event was a production following criticism. JayStation was also accused of using recent celebrity deaths as a means of gaining views on videos in which the platform discussed getting in touch with the late Mac Miller due to what was seen as shockingly insensitive behavior. YouTube eventually took down his channel, claiming a breach of the platform's guidelines regarding the exploitation of delicate subjects. Alex Jones of InfoWars, reason hate speech and misinformation. In addition to his controversial statements about events like the Sandy Hook school shooting, Alex Jones's content often included false claims about various government conspiracies, health-related misinformation, and extreme views on political issues. His influence extended beyond YouTube as he operated a multimedia platform that included a website, radio show, and social media presence. The backlash against Jones intensified after his comments led to harassment of victims' families and individuals associated with the events he discussed. The Funny or Die channel's permanent ban from YouTube was part of a massive trend in which social media platforms begin to curb hate speech and misinformation as the concern of the impact or such content on society intensified. This action also raised the issues of content regulation on the aspect of fairness of speech and responsibilities as well of the social media platforms. EDP 445, reason child predation allegations. Popular YouTuber Bryant Terman Emerson Moreland, also known as EDP 445, gained millions of followers by posting humorous rants and analysis, mostly concerning sports. But in 2021, he was exposed in a sting operation by independent content creators for allegedly trying to meet with a minor, which led to his demise. Even though EDP 445 tried to minimize the matter, there was a ton of evidence against him. The seriousness of the claims and the open deference for YouTube's kid safety regulations led to the channel's instant removal. Mumkey Jones, reason violations of community guidelines. Mumkey Jones, a satirist on YouTube renowned for his dark and edgy humor, was banned from the platform in 2018 after receiving repeated warnings from the platform. Mumkey's videos frequently touched on delicate topics like mental illness and school shootings, pushing the bounds of humor. Mumkey's channel was banned from YouTube for good after the channel was found to have violated the YouTube community guidelines on hate speech and violence. The maker started debates on censorship on the site by stating that YouTube was part of a larger crackdown on contentious content. YouTube, however, stood by its judgment, claiming that Mumkey's material repeatedly broke their rules. Logan Paul's initial channel temporary suspension. Reason posting graphic content. 2018 regarding the unfavorable disposition of an appearing YouTuber. The subscriber unfavorably responded to the vlog of a dead body of a suicide in Japan's Aokigahara forest by Logan Paul. The film, which we have noted had been uploaded for the purpose of creating awareness of mental health disorders, was considered by the clients as rude and heartless. Logan's channel was temporarily suspended by YouTube, and he was kicked out of its premium advertising program following a significant public outcry. Logan Paul's career suffered greatly, even though he wasn't banned for good, and as a result, YouTube strengthened its policies around sensitive content. Even if he later redesigned his brand, he is still a cautionary story about the boundaries of shocking content on the internet. That Poppy Marzargo, reason legal dispute and copyright infringement. Poppy, a YouTuber well known for her strange and abstract attitude, was accused of harassment and copyright infringement by fellow artist Marzargo, which put her and her collaborator Titanic Sinclair in serious legal hot water. Marzargo claimed that Sinclair had been aggressive and that Poppy's character was a perfect copy of her own writing. During the legal struggle, YouTube removed some of Poppy's videos, but she was never permanently banned. This episode brought to light the intricate legal issues that may develop from the production of YouTube material, in addition to the potential effects of plagiarism on the site. The conflict began when Marzargo, whose real name is Titanic Sinclair's former partner, alleged that Poppy's online persona and aesthetic closely mirrored her own. The situation escalated with accusations of emotional manipulation and harassment, leading to a public fallout that drew significant media attention. Many fans were divided, with some supporting Poppy and others backing Mars. In this case, the legal issues were not restricted to just the copyright issues are present, because the case also involved challenges that deal with the distinction between piracy and mimicry in the creative sector. It was criticized for the originality of Poppy's videos that were once interesting with the plots and ideas called surreal and avant-garde. It was a typical case of the risks that creators face on the distribution channels like YouTube and any other place where content is spread and duplicated. In conclusion, even though Poppy had successfully continued her channel, the scandal became the lesson for other musicians and performers regarding difficulties of working in the context of digital era. Milo Yiannopoulos. Reason hate speech. After the ban of Steven Crowder, other personalities such as the far-right commentator and former Brexit editor for Breitbart, Milo Yiannopoulos, were banned from YouTube permanently in 2019 for inciting harassment as well as hate speech content. Already barred from other social media sites like Twitter, Milo shared his controversial opinions on YouTube, frequently focusing on underrepresented communities. YouTube acted because his content repeatedly crossed the line into hate speech. Milo was among the people who were barred for life from YouTube in a crackdown on extremism and hate speech. The Dakota steadily began receiving notoriety because of its errant sense of humor, and Milo constantly made abrasive remarks against feminism, Islam, and other like-minded social causes. He also moved to YouTube and got numerous amounts of views and subscribers, where many people debated if such a person should be allowed to say whatever he wanted to or not. His ban was part of a broader effort by YouTube and other platforms to address the rise of extremist content online, especially in the wake of increasing concerns over hate crimes and misinformation. Despite his ban, Milo has continued to engage with his audience through alternative platforms, often citing free speech as a defense for his controversial views. T1J unofficial bans. Reason flagging and content controversy. Kevin, better known on YouTube as T1J, is a socio-political commentary specialist. Due to the contentious nature of his films, he has experienced multiple unofficial bans and content strikes, despite not being formally banned. Users frequently flag his comments on social justice, politics, and racism, which results in content removals and temporary demonetization. Though T1J hasn't been kicked off the site indefinitely, his battles with censorship and persistent flagging have spurred discussion about the algorithm's prejudice against certain kinds of content, especially those that deal with delicate social topics. Numerous producers have been able to establish their voice and launch their careers thanks to YouTube, a potent platform. But immense power also entails great responsibility. These suspensions draw attention to the thin line that separates blatant violations of YouTube's community guidelines from content that is considered contentious. These YouTubers were banned for posting content that was judged too risky or improper for the platform, which included everything from hate speech and disinformation to harassment and cyberbullying. Creators need to carefully read these guidelines as YouTube develops to make sure their work stays within appropriate bounds. As YouTube keeps expanding, so does the difficulty of striking a balance between the right to free speech and the obligation to uphold a polite and safe atmosphere. The creators we spoke about today went beyond the bounds of what the site allows, which eventually resulted in terrible consequences. Their experiences serve as warning tales, informing content producers everywhere that, although pushing boundaries may attract notice, it can also have long-term consequences. YouTube has established boundaries, and going over them can have disastrous consequences. These boundaries can be crossed by harassment, hate speech, or the inappropriate use of delicate subjects. Therefore, as a creator, always keep in mind that while controversy may result in clicks, the possibility of losing your platform is never worth it. Remember to be considerate, think things over before you upload, and be wise. We appreciate your time, and if you found this deep dive interesting, please click the like, subscribe, and bell icon to receive updates on new videos and other content from YouTube and beyond. Until we meet again.